only transcontinental city of the world which connects Europe and Asia. The strategic location attracted the Greeks, Persians, Romans, Venetians, and finally the Ottomans to rule the town. This can be seen in various physical reminders that are spread across the city. With the beginning of industrialization, there was an increase in the population of city, which also led to an urban sprawl. The city was strategically located on the Silk Route that linked Asia and Europe. Hagia Sophia, which was previously a church, was then converted into a mosque and is now a museum which is open to visitors. Hyderpasagar, old monuments, Galata Tower which gives a panorama of the city, the restaurant on Galata Bridge. Food, art, culture and people. The variety of cuisine. The public spaces for people. Varied dance forms. The coloring candies sold on street side. Famous for spices and the chai. The city is continuously on a move, but one can always find time for music. For hammams and a blend of cultures seen in dance forms. Friendly people, and the craze for football never comes to an end. The commencement of public transport in Istanbul dates back to 1867 when the first public ferry started. In 19th century, the major public transport was around the sea and city centre. Public transportation in Istanbul comprises of road transport, various rail systems and sea transport services. The need of increasing population and sprawl, there has been an increase in the different modes of public transportation. Earlier, these modes were constructed along the radials. Now, to make these modes more accessible, the network is being completed by adding rings. Ferry is considered as one of the most important mode of transportation connecting the European and Asian sides. In its initial phase of city's evolution, the geographic location made the seaboats the only mode of transport. And this is how it looks when it is open to sky. Sehire Hatleri is an application which provides data regarding timings of the ferries and the destination it takes to. This is how movement happens in a ferry. There are two types of ferries, passenger ferries and car ferries, and their capacities vary from 500 to 1200 people. Presently, there are 4 types of operational ferry lines. In spite of being such an important mode, the modal share is just 2%, indicating a room for improvement. The tunnel, also known as Old Funicular, is the second oldest subway in the world after London. It was envisioned to connect the social life of Galata to Pera, which was a trading and banking hub. This shows the line on which the tunnel operates. This is a model representing the function of the old funicular. So when one funicular reaches Karakoy, the other has to reach the Beyoğlu station. This is an interdependent system. Today, the tunnel connects Karakoy and Beyoğlu, covering a distance of 573 meters. In 1989, M1 metro line, also known as Hafif Metro, was opened from Aksaray towards western suburbs. In 2002, the total length of the line was extended to 20 kilometers, which was connected to the airport. The line is totally segregated from other traffic. M2, the full metro line, started in 1991 and was fully functional in 2000. The metro runs on 2 sides of the station, and the signboard helps to identify which side is to be accessed to reach the destination. The existing metro network is 145 kilometers long, which covers 5 metro lines. Every station looks different, and this color depicts the vibrancy of the stations. All stations have escalators and an elevator to provide full accessibility for the disabled. This shows the boarding and alighting in a metro. And bikes also get a ride. The screen tells the present location and where the metro is heading to. Started operating on the streets of Istanbul on 3rd of September 1869. First horse-driven tram started servicing in 4 lines in 1871. Today, the vintage tram carries 6,000 passengers a day on an average. It serves on both Asian and European sides. The entry system in this mode of transport is quite different, where one has to tap a card after boarding the bus. The interior of this bus are done in wood, which shows the sentimental value attached to this vintage tram. LRT is an alternate mode that runs along with buses and other vehicles. The modern tram routes mostly run on reserved tracks. Small parts of tramway involve street running on unreserved tracks. The system serves mostly the old parts of the city. This is the most convenient and accessible mode as it connects to the major centers of the city. cable car. This mode also uses Istanbul card. The first cable car between Taksim and Mecca was built in 1993, which carries 1,000 passengers daily. The second cable car, the EU and Pirlotti aerial cable car, was opened in 2005 to provide easy access for local and foreign tourists to the Pirlotti Hill. Operating from Kabatash, Taksim was opened. The system connects the Seabus station and tram stop in Kabatash to metro station in Taksim. This is an interdependent system, so when the funicular reaches to Kabatash, the other one has to reach the Taksim. The functioning of new funicular is similar to that of old funicular. The only difference seen is in the funicular design. There are levels seen inside the funicular, and also the carrying capacity of this funicular is much more than that of the old funicular. When the funicular arrives, the people first have to alight the funicular, and then the gates to board the funicular are open. The funicular runs on a single line, so when the other funicular is nearing, it is only that point of time where the track changes, and then the funicular gets back on the single track. The modern funicular covers a distance of 600 meters and is operated by Istanbul. In Istanbul, choose Metrobus because it is fast and unaffected by traffic congestion. It is world's fastest BRT service. BRT buses run on CNG. The chart fare system is affordable and there is enough subsidy for various categories of people. It is a distance-based fare system. At busy stations, there are minimum seats and maximum standing space. Buses other than BRT have a different kind of entry system, where one has to tap the card inside the bus while boarding. Inside the buses, there are information screens which show bus stops covered with voice input. The yellow buses are disabled friendly with provisions of retractable trams for wheelchairs and the blind. If one has to inform the driver to stop at the desired destination, one simply has to press the stop button located at the railing handle near the exit door. Beylikdüzü, the terminal, has a huge roundabout where buses can turn and return back from the same route. Although BRTs is one single route, IETT offers private minibuses in paratransit modes. IETT is an institution since 1871 which regulates, controls, organizes and supervises public transportation in Istanbul.
چه نغز است و چه خوب است و چه زیباست خدایا چه گرمیم از اینش چه خورشید چه پنهان و چه پیداست خدایا